profiting from the hard work of others is not the spirit of GameFi. Honestly, that's not even blockchain. When the old world is ridden with hierarchy and stagnation, people begin to look for an escape, a second chance, and a new world where they can become deciders, not followers. With the talent in our hands and a common passion, we decided to make a forked game and base it on the more affordable Binance Smart Chain. And that is how Bixie Infinity came to be. Just like the colonists who traveled on the Mayflower, for many of you who took part in this project before its listing, you're the pioneers, risk takers, and dreamers. During the past few months as the creator of Bithynia, our team has worked around the clock to provide the best gameplay and tokenomics for you. Let me walk you through the whole timeline, our projects past, present, and future. On November 10th, our official website went online. At the same time, we also created our Telegram and Twitter. In only 10 days, our Telegram community grew to 10,000 members, along with 7,000 followers on Twitter. This is a tremendous inspiration for all of us, as we then realize that our project is meaningful, and it certainly has the potential to gain a considerable audience. Your enthusiasm is our motivation. On December 5th, we released the marketplace and dashboard, which allow users to see the stats of the Bixies they claimed. Though the trading function was not yet available at the marketplace, we wanted players to enjoy a sense of possession early on. In order to improve our FAQ response time, we recruited our first moderator on Discord on November 29th. As of this moment, we already have 3 Discord moderators and 2 moderators on Telegram. This voluntary support team has passionately served the community in multiple languages. We, as the dev team, owe them our thanks. When the BXS gets listed, we want to make sure that all auxiliary functions are in place so that players can fully utilize the BXS they purchased. That's why we introduced BXS staking 2 weeks prior to the official listing. Many of you have asked about the future of this project. From what I know, I can guarantee you that this project is getting better and better. As we stated in our white paper, we'll begin working on content updates and maintenance after launch. With that said, I do want to bring to your attention our next biggest plan, which is called Bixie 2.0. Bixie 2.0 will be a revolutionary update where we introduce new looks of Bixies as well as the user interface and an official website. The new appearances will be completely distinct from the current build. The work on Bixie 2.0 has already begun and will reveal the timetable and other details in the near future. Last but not least, we're excited to announce that BXS will be listed on PancakeSwap in 2 hours, and you should expect the official launch of the game in the next 2 weeks. The liquidity pool will be locked and opportunities are open for all. We await your presence at Bithynia. Since the last AMA, we've gathered some additional questions from the community. Let's take a look. I have Bixie Johnson with me today. He'll be happy to answer all of your questions.
Merry Christmas and happy holiday, everyone. Vixie Johnson's here. First, we'll go over the commonly asked questions we've recently collected. Then we'll spend probably another 10 to 15 minutes answering any questions you have at this moment. Feel free to type your questions in global chat now. We'll pick some of them to answer afterward. Claire, why don't you give me the first question?
Sure thing. Many people have encountered infinite hatching time when they try to claim their Bixies. What's the issue?
This is a commonly asked question. The standard hatching time should be around 2 to 3 days. As we addressed in the last AMA, our server generates a limited amount of Bixies every day. And since we launched Airdrop, some cheaters have used Smurfs and auto-generated emails to claim extra Bixies, which sucks out the daily quota. Well, the infinite hatching screen will appear when there's no Bixie to claim. To solve this issue, we've slightly increased the number of Bixies being generated per day. However, we don't want to inflate the market either, so we are also banning cheaters in the meantime. When you see an infinite hatching screen, what I recommend is try to logging out and logging back on after a few hours. If it still doesn't work, do it again tomorrow. We are trying our best to make sure that each and everyone gets at least one free Bixies during airdrop.
Can you tell me more about your anti-cheat mechanism?
Like I said before in previous short AMA session, we use Google AI and S-score traffic validation to supervise player activities, which are able to detect most cheaters. Every account is scanned and sorted by the system. Accounts with similar email addresses will be identified and banned. For example, some people added extra dots and numbers to their original email address to create a new one, a Smurf to be exact. This practice will be identified as smurfing, and both accounts will be banned simultaneously. When you receive a ban, your friend referral progression will be reset to 0, and any reward you have claimed from the airdrop will be taken away. I'm saying this again, please do not cheat. It's unfair to others, and it's also unfair to yourself. As we further perfect our anti-cheat mechanism, our staff team and community moderators are actively taking feedback from the community regarding their account issues. If you believe that your account has been mistakenly banned, please contact our team. Be aware that submitting support tickets and complaints will not get you unbanned if you're actually cheating.
Notice that the land chest sale has begun. How can I purchase land?
You can purchase land chests at land.bixinfinity.com. The link has also been posted in the latest news channel on Discord, so feel free to take a look afterward.
How can players recover their accounts and passwords?
The account and password recovery are temporarily unavailable, but we will definitely add them to the game afterward. For now, just make sure that you save your account ID and password in case you forget them in the future.
What is the average gas fee per transaction? Is there going to be a gas fee when I claim my airdrop reward?
The gas fee is usually on a floating rate, but Binance Smart Chain, by comparison, charges a gas fee way lower than Ethereum. So the gas fee should be around $0.1 to $0.5 per transaction for Pixie Infinity, and it will be paid with BNB. And yes, since claiming airdrop rewards to your wallet is considered as a transaction, there will be a minimal gas fee.
When can I claim the Bixie and BXS I got?
Oh, for all of you who have participated in the airdrop, please listen to this very carefully. You should claim your Big C's to your wallet between December 26th and January 2nd. And starting from January 2nd, you will have another 7-day period to claim your BXS until January 9th. Please be aware that your airdrop rewards will expire if you do not claim them on time. When you claim your reward, you will receive an email confirmation to verify if you're a real person. Be sure to check for it in your Dropbox while claiming.
I saw Bixie Infinity introduced land chests 2 weeks ago. What should we know regarding the upcoming land mechanism?
Big C Land is a place where players can battle with monsters and earn cryptos, and they can also upgrade the land to increase the spawn rate of BLP and resources. Monster summoning beacons, production facilities, and housing. Land chests are categorized into 4 tiers based on their rarity. By opening land boxes, you will have a slight chance to unlock the Genesis plot, with the rarest land which is not for sale. The floor price of land at Axie Infinity has increased from 0.1 ETH to 3.55 ETH during the past 16 months, while the cheapest land in Axie Infinity already costs more than $10,000 at this moment. This has given a huge ROI for early supporters of Bix Infinity. So if you miss out on Axie Infinity's land sales, you shouldn't miss ours.
Thanks, Johnson. So, what's the
No problem.
difference between blind boxes and land chests?
You can obtain Big C items and land from the blind boxes we distributed during the airdrop event. Well, whereas land chests, as the name implies, only give you a plot of land when you unlock it. However, you have a slight chance to unlock the Genesis land when you open a land chest, and Genesis land is of top rarity and is located at the center of Bithynia. The spawn rate of Genesis is determined by the rarity of the land chest you bought. For example, a Mistake land chest has a higher chance of spawning Genesis land than a Senna chest.
So, how much will BXS cost after listing?
Um, According to our estimation, you should be able to exchange one BNB for 50,000 BXS. However, since BXS will be traded freely at PancakeSwap, the price may fluctuate.
Where can I view my purchase history?
There are two ways to check your purchase. You can either find your purchase history at the pre-sale page, or you can see your purchase amount in the user dashboard.
Okay, next question. Can I trade or gift Bixies at the marketplace?
You should be able to trade your big seats at the marketplace after listing, and gifting functions will be introduced in the near future. Both trading and gifting will cost you a gas fee, however, but only an insignificant amount.
Great. So, when will the guild system be introduced, and what is the requirement for establishing a guild?
The guild system should be introduced shortly after the release of the game. We will definitely provide more details about this very soon.
Can we use multiple accounts on one device?
Yeah, this is one of the most commonly asked questions. So for individual user, for individuals that are not allowed to use multiple accounts on one device. With that said, this restriction does not apply to guilds that are certified by the developer.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the new staking mechanism?
So for the staking mechanism, players who have BXS or BLP in their wallet are eligible to stake them in pools to generate return. The staking pool lasts 360 days in the first period with a total reward of up to 100 million BXS. After that, the pool will be determined by the community. Staking pools allow you to lock your cryptos in the smart contract to earn a flexible APY of up to 400%. You can choose from a variety of lockup period. Currently, we have offered 14 days, 30 days, or 90 days period of, and you cannot withdraw your funds, but you can claim your rewards or migrate it to another pool.
Okay, with that being said, are Genesis Bixies for sale?
There are 6,000 Genesis Big Cs on our hands right now. They are for sale, but we haven't confirmed a time and date to sell them yet.
Okay. If I have a problem with the game or my account, what is the best way to reach the support team?
I would recommend you to get on our Discord channel and submit a support ticket there. And one of our moderators recently remade the whole framework of the voice chat, and you should be able to find almost everything you need at the FAQ channel. If that does not work for you, we have 3 moderators on Discord who work on rotation. You should be able to get in touch with one of them most of the time.
Many people are asking about the market prospect of BXS and Bixies. Can you share your thoughts on this?
Like I said in the short AMA sessions during the past 2 weeks, we are not financial advisors and cannot make any market forecasts. So there will be many players participating in the secondary market after listing, and it's literally impossible to predict the market behavior. With that said, we as developers have faith in our project. By looking at the amount of players flowing to Bixie Infinity since pre-sale, I can tell you that this project does address the concerns of many GameFi players when it comes to the price and the entry threshold. Well, there is certainly a considerable market demand out there, and locking our liquidity pool will be yet another boost for the investors' conviction.
Which platforms can we play Bixie Infinity on? Launch? Are you planning to release an app in the future?
The current build of Bixel Infinity is a web game. Our intention is to make the game playable on all platforms because some platforms like iOS strictly limit the release of blockchain games on their app stores. Besides, 2D games like Bixel Infinity do not require high-end specs to run, so you are not likely to experience any performance issues while playing it with a browser. Nevertheless, we might release an app in the future if we think it's necessary for the players. We should be able to give you a definite answer in the near future.
Fair enough. Is the dev team going to do buybacks to control inflation?
This question was asked by one of our most active community members. And as former Axie players, we know the importance of stabilizing the market. So, yes, we'll do for consumable tokens, aka BLP. The frequency and volume of the buybacks will be determined by many factors, including price, market transactions, and the amount of BLPs being farmed. We know that due to the pandemic and the massive job loss, many hardworking but struggling people earn their income by playing GameFi. And we want to make the game fun, but also keep it profitable for each and every player. I can guarantee you that hard work will be fairly rewarded at Bixel Infinity. The motive behind our recent anti-cheat effort is to secure the value of the rewards obtained by honest players who actively participated in airdrop friend referrals. All of the improper revenue we confiscated from cheaters will be melted and put back into the pool for future uses.
So, when is the game going to be launched?
I had and the game is already at a finishing stage. I also got to play a few rounds on our private server. As of now, the team is working on parameters and stats to provide you with a better gaming experience. From what I saw, the difficulty is actually way lower than Axie's. I guess that's a good news for token farmers since PvE will take less effort. The game will be released in early January 2022, and we will announce the exact date, time, and day when we have a clear schedule. You shouldn't have to wait long. Adding to that, several people have also asked if the launch in early January is going to be a beta test. The answer is a definite no. There will be it will be an official public release, which means you can keep all your big C's, BXS, and item that you have claimed from Airdrop.
Is Bixie Infinity going to launch its own DEX to trade BXS and BLP?
Yes, and you can also trade BXS and BLP at our official website after listing.
Okay, is there any development on the marketing?
Yes, there is. Our marketing team has been working closely with YouTubers and influencers on Telegram. Until now, most of our promotional contents mainly cover our official website, white paper, and the pre-sale event. However, we will begin shifting our market emphases to actual gameplay when Bixel Infinity is released. It is a common understanding that people want to get their hands on the real thing. When the game is available, we will begin exploring more advertising options with streamers. Last but not least, our project has now gained the attention of several media outlets. You should expect some decent PR articles after the launch of Bixel Infinity.
Hey, awesome. Thanks so much, Johnson. I think that's all I have to ask for today. During our conversation, I saw questions being posted in chat by our community members. Would you like to answer some of them?
Absolutely, that would be my pleasure. So just give me a minute to take a quick look. Um, so for any one of you who has questions regarding the project, you can post them at the global chat. I'll be happy to answer a few. Um, so there's Josh Atlas. What assurance you will give to our to us the investors? Some say that our investment will be rug pull. Well, for those of you who are actually who worry about like a possible rug pull, I said to wait until December 26th. And at the time, since BXS will be listed at PancakeSwap, our liquidity pool will be automatically locked. You can see the proof of this lock, online. We'll provide the link after listing. And so I suggest you wait. Yeah, we are never rushed to sell, and you are never rushed to buy. And so if the account register have error on spelling of email, what can we do to fix it? Well, since currently there's no email or account recovery, I suggest you to register a new account, but make sure the second time that you actually get that you type in the right letter. Yeah, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that there is still not a recovery system being implemented, but we will definitely do that in the future. Are we prepared to compete against X Infinity if the game launch sooner or later? Um, we don't actually consider it as a competition, but since blockchain, the whole blockchain community is big, we try not to mind other people's business, but to focus on our own project. Yeah, and we are also thinking of ways, since like we are a project fork from X Infinity, we definitely want to make something new, to give our players a better experience. And I can guarantee you that you will definitely see those changes being made in the future. And so, is there a Big C referral after lunch? We don't have plans for that at this moment. I can't. I'm not certain, but the airdrop will end. I think it already ended. Yeah. So there could be, but I'm not sure. Can we send airdrop Big C's to another wallet? For example, me and two of my friends send Big C's to one wallet to play. Me and two of my friends. Um, I guess you can through the wallet, but in the future we are also going to introduce the gifting and transaction function on our official website at the marketplace. So yeah, you should be able to do that easily in the future. Okay, I will answer one more. Um, will tokens be available only in 2020? Well, tokens will always be available at the open market.